Good. Well, let's start the second part. Please, everyone, sit down. Good. Let's begin. The second part is the part constructive. The first part was a descriptive part explaining what's happened. Where does human slavery come from? It doesn't come from mankind, but comes from the cosmos. And it looks like it's something that's unresolvable, but after a lot of investigation, we found methodologies for the Operation Rescue. So we can see that the soul of Metatron incarnated, which we'll see in slide 59, Metatron incarnates in Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, and Moses. And why does Metatron incarnate in all these patriarchs? To obtain their virtues. And once Metatron has absorbed all these virtues, he's done this because in the future he will incarnate as the Mashiach. And as you know, the Mashiach, who will be a normal man with a mother and born of a mother and father, normal, flesh and blood. Or the Mashiach will become conscious. He has to free man of 5 battles. And this we can see in slide 63. The first battle that Mashiach has to win is against the princes, the celestial princes. The battle against the celestial princesses, we will be freed of them by using the names of God in the binding of Isaac. And often we use the misterm of the sacrifice of Isaac, and it's actually the binding of Isaac. Those names are in my book of Yonim, number 4. You can find it outside. The next battle that Mashiach will have to win against Ereb Rav. These are Egyptians that infiltrated the Jewish community, and Moses found the solution to destroy the Metatron by breaking the tablets. When he broke the tablets, the earth opened and swallowed Ereb that were like spies within the Jewish community. But those Ereb have reincarnated today and have reinfiltrated the Jewish community. The battle against Samael. Who is Samael? He's the devil, Satan. It's that negative energy that brought Lilith. Lilith had intimate relations with Adam, and that created a huge short circuit within the energies of the cosmos. Samael will be overcome or conquered by sharing new secrets from the Kabbalah never heard before. And that will generate a light that will conquer Samael. To conquer Lilith, this will be accomplished by bringing souls of just people to earth, by having pure, intimate relationships with your partner. And the Mazikim and all these other demons is practicing Shabbat and respecting Shabbat. Of the Mazikim, there's a Nephilim, Geborim, Alamakim, Anakim, Raphaim, who also will be overcome. Nephilim, doing Shalom Bay, creating peace in the home. Gibborim, we'll see how they will be destroyed, which create honors and ego that destroy. Alakim, who keep us far from the Kabbalah. Nanakim, who generate hate for no reason. Neraphaim, who create lack of peace in the world. Now we'll have a look at the tools of Mashiach to overcome these 5 battles, to win these 5 battles. I have to say something. When there was this huge short circuit created in the cosmos, the negative energies began to control the cosmos. The level of negativity was so big, so large, that the Creator himself had to distance himself from this universe, where there's no contact with that type of energy. The major problem that the Mashiach will have will be to bring the Creator back to the earth, because the Creator has been usurped from his throne. At the moment, the cosmos has been kidnapped, and the throne of Carlos Baruch Hu has been usurped. It's an evil demon by the name of Samael who usurped the throne of Carlos Baruch Hu.
And this throne needs to be destroyed. Or these people need to be, these energies need to be destroyed. And we have to manage this world. It's in our hands to free and save the cosmos, which sounds like a mission impossible. We're going to see what are the tools of Mashiach to liberate and free the cosmos from the negative forces. The first tool that we're going to use the Kabbalah in Hiroshima. Everything we're going to teach, no ear has ever heard. Something totally new. Secrets that come from such a high world that the humans still haven't heard about this. These are knowledge inspired by Metatron incarnated. He will reveal to the whole world without exception secrets that have yet never been shared with humanity. To beat Lilith, or to conquer, to overthrow Lilith, we have to. What is the santidad? What is pure in a sexual relationship? What is that? What does she want? What she wants is men to lose their semen in a non-pure way, in order to feed the demons, because the demons feed off of human energy. They don't create their own. Not just to lose their seed, but learn how to have sexual relationships with purity and spiritually, and hopefully, and therefore brings highly enlightened beings to this earth, and bring highly enlightened souls. When there's been a rape, the vibration is so negative, you'll bring the soul of a criminal or a very low individual. When a man's having a sexual relationship with a woman, but thinking of another woman, that's bad as well. If he's on drugs or she's on drugs, that brings souls that are not, to have a pure soul, pure mind, and know the correct meditations that you need to use in order to bring pure, highly enlightened souls to this earth. There's a book of the sexuality of Kabbalah that's been written, that you can buy outside. that explains what are the meditations that need to be done to bring the most pure souls to this earth. Because when you're having a sexual relationship, there's a whole display of different kinds of souls that can go into that new body. So which soul will go in? It depends on the purity of the husband and the wife, and the quality of thoughts, vibrations, attitudes, and all that in that moment. We'll choose the type of soul that will enter into that fetus. So either you'll get very pure souls, or on the other extreme, not such pure souls. So you learn how to. And so the idea is not to have a sexual relationship and procreate like dogs do. It's an idea. We have a capacity to create in a much more dynamic way, in a much more positive way. So rather than do it like animals, do it as spiritual beings. In that way. And that's how you defeat and conquer Lilith. The third tool, once we've brought pure souls, enlightened souls to this earth, these souls will be leaders of humanity. At the same time, and these souls will generate knowledge and information for society to improve the world. Esta sabiduría, los sadikim lo que van a hacer es difundirla. Y gratuitamente, y sin hacer negocio, de una manera limpia. Así se vence a Lilith. Esa es la segunda guerra. That's how you conquer Lilith. Enseñar a tener relaciones conyugales puras. How to have pure sexual relationships to defeat Lilith. The third war that the Mashiach will have to overcome the celestial princes that have. The celestial princes that have the names of God that we need to meditate every Shabbat. We have to do Shabbat and meditate these names. Neshaim. And what will happen is these Sharim will go back to Metatron and submit to Metatron. That's the objective of these meditations. Sharim have sort of overtaken the worlds, the countries, sorry. And we want them to submit back to Metatron and to God by meditating these names from Yohim, number 4. That's the third war. So how do we beat her? How do we conquer Samael? How do we conquer Lilith? And we discuss how to defeat the Saraim. So what do you mean when Moses broke the tablets? What does that really mean? But to defeat the Saravav. So to defeat the Saravav, Moses broke the tablets. What does that mean? What does it mean that the letters separate from the tablets? That's a code that needs to be deciphered. We're removing the code from material. All the information has very deep secrets of Kabbalah. When you separate the code from the history, from the literal history, appears the truth. When the truth appears, the Saravav, and when the truth is revealed, the Eravav become just, and it generates good virtues and good values and good intentions within people. You transfer, and we transfer a natural, a natural innate ability, innate characteristic of having a hard heart to that of having a soft heart. That's what I hope, anyway, to accomplish with revealing the secrets of Kabbalah. The study of the Zohar before the sun rises, around 3 o'clock in the morning approximately, or 4. Chedim, all type of demonic forces. We need to wake up early and study the Zohar. I have studied the Zohar completely. I found 1,876 secrets within the Zohar up to now. So just listening to the YouTube of Zohar, you have plenty. You have plenty to defeat the Shadim. The angels that accuse us, that make our lives impossible, they're defeated with merits. So we have to do great merits. Study the Zohar, and study the Zohar, do the mikveh, telede con kavanah, lectura de Ketoret, read the Ketoret, listen to the shofar. When the cosmos is so when the cosmos sends us negative radiation, the shofar actually just neutralizes that negativity and converts it into blessings. I've studied these sounds for many years. It's a very advanced course. I can guarantee you. But I can guarantee you it softens the people that listen to these vibrations or these sounds. Another important merit that we can get is go for a walk by your street, wherever you want, and talk to God. When somebody's angry with another person, when we're angry with somebody, we don't talk to them, right? Well, if we're not talking to God, it's like being angry with them. That's not cool. Hibadedut is to talk with God and talk about what you want with an intimate word, and it can be in a loud voice as well. That creates a lot of merit. Or going to go see the ill, give money to the poor, visit the ill, give money to those people who don't have, maintaining students of Kabbalah. It's un zehut. It's a big mitzvah. That pushes away the accusers.
Y luego, energías negativas que nos rodean se pueden completamente contrarrestar cumpliendo el Shabbat y enseñando cómo se usa ese Shabbat. Ese es el 73. Bueno, hemos visto que el Mashiach ahí tiene bastante trabajo. Pero ahora la pregunta que yo planteé al principio, ¿cómo modificas la conducta de 7.000 millones de habitantes?
How do you affect the behavior of more than 7 billion people on this earth? How do you do this? It seems impossible. According to quantum physics, gives us the answer. It's called, we're talking quantum entanglement.
El alma del Mashiach que está hospedando a Metatron, tiene como virtud que una chispa de su alma
How a spark from his soul, from the Mashiach's soul,
en cada uno de los seres humanos.
so one spark of the Mashiach inside the soul of each one of us will just multiply.
Del alma del Mashiach repartidas en los 7.000 millones de seres humanos.
So the sparks of the Mashiach spread, adding one spark inside of the 7 billion people,
Y crezca en sus
and it goes
virtudes,
and it multiplies.
gracias a la influencia que va a tener el Metatron dentro de él,
And this is because partially because of the influence of Metatron that will be with the Mashiach, and this will influence all
y el
humanity.
Mashiach no necesita que nadie le reconozca.
Nobody needs that the Mashiach,
Porque al
nobody needs to
tener
recognize
él
him.
una chispa de su alma en cada uno de los seres
By him
humanos,
having just a
cada uno de
spark
los
of his
seres
soul
humanos va a reconocer
within
que
each and every one of
Mashiach es
us,
su propia alma hermana.
it's not important that we recognize, this is the Mashiach, because his spark of his soul will actually be within each of us,
Y
and
eso
we'll
es
recognize him spiritually.
solo había que activarla.
Only needs to be activated. Actually, we already have the spark
Pues
within
para
us.
que
It
veáis
just
cómo
needs to be
funciona
activated.
la ley de la intricación.
The ley-
En 75 lo vamos a ver. Aquí nos dice la física cuántica
Here, the quantum physics
que una
talks
vez
about
que unas partículas han estado juntas,
once two particles or atoms or protons, actually two protons have been together, once they've been together, even though they're separated at opposite ends of the solar system or the universe,
instantáneamente la
they communicate instantly, faster than the speed of light.
Aquí en el ejemplo que vemos,
These studies were done by Einstein, Niels Bohr, and Max Planck.
pero una vez que han estado juntas, como por ejemplo dos gemelas,
So once these twin
si las separas
protons were together,
20.000 kilómetros,
you separate by 10 kilometers, let's say,
tiene instantáneamente la unidad.
instantaneously they communicate. But even at much faster distances.
De un universo a otro también se entendería instantáneamente. Eso se llama la intricación y ha sido demostrado.
At CERN and under Geneva in
Se
Switzerland,
llama la
at the CERN Hydro Collider. It's actually where they've been experimenting that recently.
y el alma del Mashiach
And the soul of
está
Mashiach
entrelazada con el alma de todos los seres humanos.
and the soul of Mashiach is interlaced or interlinked with every single human being on this earth.
Y cómo el Mashiach va a estar imbuido
And
de las
because
de las
Mashiach is
virtudes de
going to
Abraham,
be
de Isaac, de Jacob, de José,
imbuido, embodied in each and one of us,
instantáneamente
instantly,
todos los seres humanos
all
van a
humans,
beneficiarse de las mismas virtudes.
instantaneously, all humans will receive benefit of these virtues. The virtues of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob,
La historia del
Yosel, and
Yo dije que el
Moses.
trono de Akadosh Baruj Hu ha sido,
Because as I mentioned before, the throne of God or the source creator
para
has
eso
been
hace falta no solo
usurped.
expulsar a Samael, a Lilith, a los Metatregim, los Sarim, etcétera, que hemos visto. No hay que crearle un nuevo trono donde él pueda sentarse.
We don't want to create a new throne for these malignant forces to occupy.
El alma de Metatron dentro del Mashiach
The soul of Metatron,
nuevo trono de Akadosh Baruj Hu.
the soul of Metatron inside the Mashiach will help create the new throne so that Carlos Baruj Hu or God can sit in his throne on earth so he can administer or be on earth and finish with this kidnapping of the cosmos. The rescue of the world, Mashiach, constitutes the throne of the Creator.
Y en ese momento vemos el slide 81, en donde hemos visto que se han roto las cadenas del secuestro y el cosmos se transforma de nuevo como tenía el creador pensado al
Como el
principio,
cosmos se
en un
transforma
cosmos
amistoso. So how the cosmos transforms
se acaba el
into a
miedo,
friendly
empieza el
cosmos.
amor entre
It'll be end of fear
y todos los humanos y entre los humanos entre ellos.
and the beginning of love and energy
Y
of
vemos
God
en el slide 82 que al fin
will
y
begin
al
to
cabo
transmit
el
between all
Mashiach se
human beings.
constituye en
In
el
other
trono
words,
de
there'll be
gloria,
human
en
love,
donde
love
la
between all
conciencia de
human
Dios se
beings.
asienta y vuelve la
Once
paz.
this, the throne of glory is where the consciousness of God will sit and peace will return to earth.
Y en el slide 83 vemos que esta es la manera de curar este mundo,
This is the way to cure this
curar
world,
la humanidad,
curing humanity,
secar las lágrimas,
dry the tears of suffering,
establecer paz en la
establish
tierra,
peace on the earth,
establecer abundancia en la tierra,
establish
y
abundance,
establecer plenitud.
and establish plenitude, plenty on earth.
Eso es lo que se llama
Plantamos
la
en
era
mundo,
del Mashiach.
creating a spiritual world
Me quedan por
in a
hacer
material world
bendición colectiva
with the
a todos
paradigms
vosotros.
of the
Me
era
queda
of
por
Mashiach.
hacer meditaciones con todos vosotros.
So we
Y
still
me
have to do
queda, antes de
meditations
esto,
with us, with
daros
all of
las
us,
palabras, a ver si habéis entendido. Daros la palabra
and
a
ask
todos,
some questions, question and answer to make sure you guys are understanding what we're sharing with you here tonight
se os
or
ha
this
quedado
afternoon.
algo sin entender.
Muchas gracias otra vez por la excelente presentación.
Thank you very much for the excellent presentation.
La pregunta es,
The question is,
¿cuál es la diferencia entre
what is the
Mashiach
difference
ben David
between
y
Mashiach,
el Mashiach
Ben
Yosef,
David, Ben
y si
Mashiach,
está
Ben
relacionado
Yosef? Are
con
they related in
el
some way?
entrelazamiento cósmico, que,
In the
digamos,
connection, in this
el
cosmic,
alma humana del Mashiach es la
is it like a
humanidad?
soulmate or what?
Tenéis que saber que el Mashiach ben Yosef es un código
The Mashiach Ben
que
Yosef is a
Moshe
code
Rabbeinu Luzzatto ha descodificado
that's
y
been
es
decoded.
lo que se llama los Shivim Tikkunim. Son
Shalim
70
Tikkunim.
reparaciones
70
en este
repairs
mundo
for this world
que yo ya he
that I have
desarrollado
that I have
ya casi 12 o 13 años. Y esas 70 reparaciones es un curso que me ha costado un año.
that
para
course is
diseñar.
coming up with these has
Es un nivel
taken me about
Mashiach
1
ben
year.
David, después del Mashiach ben Yosef, después de hacer las 70 reparaciones, viene Mashiach ben David con la operación rescate.
with the
Son
Operation
dos niveles.
Rescate.
Primero había que hacer 70 reparaciones y luego venir con la operación rescate. Son dos momentos en la época mesiánica.
2 moments in the Messianic era.
Aquí hay brazos que se levantan.
Buenas tardes, maestro. Ha sido un placer, bueno, escucharle, verle en los dibujos que ha creado Kabbalah Mashiach y realmente nos ha emocionado y sé que a todos, por eso estamos aquí. Una pregunta. En las imágenes que hemos visto,
In the images that we've seen,
Metatron,
Metatron,
Akadosh Baruj Hu, perdón,
Kadosh Baruch Hu
entra en Metatron para
enters,
poder
Metatron enters in
crear
Mashiach
el trono aquí en la tierra,
to create the throne of here on earth, the light,
bueno, el mundo,
the light of the
España,
world,
Madrid.
Spain,
Desde
Madrid.
Madrid ha salido esa luz a todas
From-
las naciones. a
From
todo el
Madrid,
mundo.
all that light
¿Podría
expanded in all the world.
darnos alguna nota aclaratoria, pista sobre por qué?
Why?
Madrid?
Why Madrid?
Gracias.
Why does the light come from Madrid? Is there a reason for that?
Sí.
En agosto di la misma conferencia en México y el trono bajó a México. Cuando vaya a Panamá,
So when I-
haré que el trono baje en Panamá.
When I was in Mexico, the throne landed in Mexico. When I'm in Spain, it lands in Spain. If I go to Panama, it will land in Panama.
Pero vamos, estamos en Madrid, ¿eh? Yo
So
creo
we're in
que ahora
Madrid,
hace falta que
so-
Madrid tenga un poquito de bondad. ¿Qué más?
A little bit of blessings from Madrid,
Pero
no?
bueno, yo creo que el trono va a caer en cada uno, va a bajar
The
en cada
throne.
uno de los países.
I think the throne will land in every country, no?
He hecho un poco trampa metiéndolo en Madrid, pero bueno, me lo
Okay.
perdonáis.
It was a small little gesture there, a little trick.
¿Más preguntas? ¿No?
I hope you forgive me.
Buenos días, maestro.
Bueno,
Good afternoon, Master.
Bueno, en otros libros de
In other
Kabbalah
books of Kabbalah,
he estudiado que
I've
en
studied
el
that
Sefirah Keter
Bia Keter.
Hay dos rostros.
There's two
Uno que
sides.
mira hacia
Two.
Ein Sof, hacia
En
arriba,
Sof
y otro que mira hacia abajo, hacia los senderos, ¿no?
and the lower. En Sof, which is the highest, and the lower.
Podría ser el que
planes.
mira para arriba,
He looks
el
up,
nombre secreto Elai. Y
the secret names of I.
pregunto yo, gracias.
Thank you.
En realidad, el que mira hacia arriba es
Who looks up?
para atraer a Kadosh Baruj Hu, que se subió a las alturas.
So he's looking up to
bajarlo
Kadosh Baruch Hu,
hacia abajo.
trying to bring him
Nosotros
down
tenemos
here.
una técnica
We have a
para
technique
hacer la interfaz del rostro hacia arriba
to make the
hacia
connection.
abajo,
We have a
que son
technique
tres palabras
to
que
connect
se
the
pronuncian
upper world and the lower world.
Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh.
Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh
Cada palabra
connects the
tiene
upper
la capacidad
Ein Sof
de
with the
bajar
lower worlds,
del Ein
with
Sof.
Keder.
Y esto ya es técnico.
This is
La
technical.
energía
The energy,
pase de Jochma a
The-
Binah
it goes from Hokmah to Bina,
y de Binah a Gesed.
Bina to
Ese es el
Hesed.
Kadosh.
This is
El
the,
segundo Kadosh
that's the first Kadosh.
de
Second
Binah
Kadosh,
a
the
Gesed
Bina,
y de
Bina the
Gesed a
Hesed.
Geburah. Y el tercer
Be-
Kadosh
And the third Kadosh,
baja de Geburah
Gevurah,
a Tiferet y
Tiferet,
a Netzach. O sea,
Netzach.
es decir, son vasos comunicantes. Las tres palabras Kadosh,
So Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh,
pronunciamos en la Amidah,
we pronounce in the
bajar el
Amidah,
rostro de arriba hacia
to bring the energy from the higher Ein Sof down to the lower world,
son nombres de Dios.
to the material world, let's say.
Muy bien, más.
By the way, Hokmah is judgment and Bina is wisdom. And Hesed is mercy.
película en el cual Dios de alguna manera le engañan, entre comillas, y crean un cortocircuito los humanos que genera...
The humans have created a short circuit.
Yo no creo que Dios,
I don't believe that God,
el creador, sea engañado.
I don't think God's been lied to.
Que todo esto estuviera preparado para generar
Do you think this is a, I don't think God's been able to been lied to. I think this was all set up just from the beginning. This is great.
de la dualidad a través de este cortocircuito que genera la traída de la parte oscura, ¿no? Y entonces esto produce una experiencia en la dualidad que da calidades a la evolución humana, ¿no? ¿Podría ser?
No,
The question is very complicated.
pero no quiero ser tan seco, te lo voy a explicar.
I don't want to be so dry. I'll explain. No. But I don't want to be so dry. I'll explain. Look,
Cuando Adán
when Adam and Eva were created,
recibieron tantísima luz,
they received so much light so
pasaron vergüenza.
that they were embarrassed.
Y le dijeron al Creador,
And they told the Creator,
¿nosotros qué te damos?
He knows, and what can we give you?
Nos das todos los secretos del universo.
You give us all the secrets of the universe, all the pleasure we could imagine.
En el jardín del Edén no había cuerpo, pero había placeres espirituales que son inconcebibles.
They didn't have bodies, but they had spiritual blessings and pleasure they couldn't, that they, in that pleasure that you can't even imagine. And they told God, the Creator, we want to earn this pleasure.
Y que si pasaban la prueba,
They wanted to test to see,
recuperarían ese placer, pero esta vez merecido.
but this time they want to have a test. They want to recover the pleasure.
Tú no
So they
pasas
chose
la universidad de medicina y te
to mess up so that they could earn
¿qué vas
the
a hacer?
opportunity, or that humanity could earn the opportunity to
Sin embargo,
feel
si
that
has
they
hecho 10
that they
años
deserve
de
this
medicina
pleasure.
y has sufrido mucho para sacar buenas
So it's like being a doctor, that you study medicine for 10 years and you've suffered in the schools and the tests and things to become a doctor, and then finally
Nos dio
you earn
tanto se dio el
your title of a doctor.
que nosotros pensamos que no lo habíamos merecido. Entonces, nos
So
pusieron una
God gave us so much that we felt we hadn't earned it,
pasa
and
que la
therefore
prueba fue tan dura que no
but-
la pasamos.
the problem is the test was so
Y
hard
luego
we
nos
didn't
mandó
pass
la
it.
Torá para que Dios haga un poquito de trampa para ayudarnos a hacer
So God has kind of done a little bit of cheating, so to help us so that we could overcome these.
Tampoco la merecimos, porque en el momento que la recibimos hicimos el becerro de oro.
So what happened? So once we received the Torah, what the first thing we did is we made a golden calf. So we didn't really deserve it.
Nos dio una segunda Torá, pero
So he gives a second Torah, but that Torah is masked. The secrets are masked within it.
descifrarla.
So it's going to be a lot of work
Tan
to
difícil
decode it.
descifrarla que nadie la descifró.
So very few people have been able to decode the Torah.
Estos 6.000
over the past 6,000 years
para recuperar
to
los
recover
secretos
the secrets of heaven
en esta segunda Torah.
that are hidden in the second Torah.
Y ahora que después pasó tanto tiempo y tanto estudio,
Now so many studies and so many millennia of
ahora hace
years,
falta darlo a la humanidad.
now that we've basically decoded most of it, now it's time to start sharing this with the world.
Ahora sí que vamos a hacer el esfuerzo de estudiarla para
So now
que
we
lo que
make
nos has dado una
the
vez
effort
nos
to
lo
study
vuelvas a dar, pero esta vez
the Torah
merecidamente.
because we've earned it,
Entonces, no
and
es
now we
que
can.
Dios se deje engañar,
Not that God lets
sino
himself
que
be
nos
lied
dio la
to,
oportunidad de merecerlo.
because we asked for an opportunity to earn the right of the
El
pleasures that
alma
God was
solo
giving
tiene
us.
un solo sufrimiento,
There's only one single suffering,
insoportable.
and it's
Se llama pasar vergüenza ante el Creador.
and there's only one suffering that's
El ser humano
unbearable,
puede
and that
pasar
is the
muchos
one
sufrimientos de cualquier tipo, pero
em-
su alma,
of
cuando se
embarrassment.
arrodille ante el Creador y pase vergüenza, eso es el infierno más grande.
That's the biggest hell that a human being can
Y
suffer,
uno no es
embarrassment.
consciente
And we
de
are
ese
not
dolor que
constant,
puede padecer el
and we're
alma
not
cuando
conscious
acabemos nuestra vida
of
en
the
la tierra
pain
y
that
nos
creates for
presentemos
us,
ante el Creador con vergüenza.
being
De
embarrassed in
ahí
front
viene
of
la
the
expresión
Creator.
española, sin vergüenza.
Sinvergüenza.
No te
In
creas,
Spanish, we
eso
have an
es
expression that says sinvergüenza, you hey you, without
que viene
embarrassment, or
precisamente
you without
de lo que
being able to
ocurrió
be
en el jardín
embarrassed
del
without
Edén.
shame.
Entonces, de
Sinvergüenza can
alguna
be shame
manera,
as well.
creo que cuando ya volvamos al jardín del Edén, como
When we
si
return to the
nosotros,
Garden of Eden,
pues Dios volverá a darnos todo.
God will
Esta
give
vez
us
no pasaremos vergüenza.
God will give us everything as before, but this time we won't feel shame and we won't feel embarrassed.
¿Entendido?
Understand? Bien. Good.
Bueno, allá atrás hay una más y vamos a proceder a las meditaciones.
Okay, one more question and then we'll start with the meditations.
Buenos días, maestro. Vengo desde Perú para escucharlo. Me ha costado bastante llegar hasta acá, pero
It's been a bit, I come from Peru. It was very difficult to get here. It was complicated, the trip.
tenemos la chispa de
I understand we have a spark of Metatron, a spark of Mashiach. How can we apply this in our daily life?
El estudio de los secretos
By studying
del cielo
studying the secrets of heaven
activa
activates
la luz de Metatron.
the light of Metatron.
Nos esforzamos mucho en difundir estos secretos. Mucho, mucho.
We worked very, very, very
Ahora
hard
mismo
to
solo tengo
decode these
174.000
secrets.
alumnos. Debería llegar a tener a 7.000 millones gratis, por supuesto. 7.000 millones.
So I hope to have 7 billion students. I have a lot of work to do yet.
Aunque hoy en día la estadística que tiene Kabbalah Mashiach es de 540 millones de minutos de audiencia.
Although at the moment we've got 540 million minutes of views of videos in our videos.
De 1 millón de minutos de audiencia de
We're increasing 1 million minutes of video every 2 days. So every 2 days we're increasing over a million views.
porque la gente empieza a sentir
Not
que
views,
ahí
minutes
está
of views.
la solución
The solution
del
is
mundo. Y
world.
esta conferencia,
This
de
conference,
alguna manera,
in one way,
la tenéis en un libro que la hemos pasado a un libro,
we'll pass it in one book.
la vamos a pasar a todos los idiomas posibles.
Well,
Nos va
we're
a
go-
costar mucho dinero,
these-
no importa.
These books that we're selling here in Spanish will be translated in all languages. It's going to cost us a small fortune, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get that done.
No tenemos otro objetivo.
We don't have any other objective
Es que ya
than to help humanity.
no merecemos pasarlo mal. Ya está.
Porque humanity does not deserve to suffer and go through all the things that we've been going through for this.
Muy bien, vamos a pasar a la meditación. Yo estoy seguro que debido a la idiosincrasia de esta conferencia, en esta meditación van a haber sorpresas de comunicación.
I think there will be some surprises of communication that will surprise many of you in this conference or in this
La
event.
primera
In
que
this
quiero pasaros
event.
es la del slide 88,
We're going to slide 88.
es Suriel.
Shuriel,
Él es el ángel que os revela secretos.
the angel that reveals secrets.
Si queréis saber algo del cielo que yo no os he contado,
If you want something from heaven that I haven't told you, or if you want something to know something that from heaven that you don't know, this is the name to meditate and ask your
los sabios se
question.
guardan estos secretos para ellos mismos, pero
the wise of the wise save these meditations and these secrets for themselves, but I'm sharing it with you today. So your feet parallel on the floor, hands on your thighs in the form of a beggar. Breathe three. We're going to breathe 3 times through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe through the nose, hold it for about 3 seconds in the lung, and exhale through the mouth. And just relax. Now we see ourselves in the Star of David, a gold Star of David. We're seated beside the star. In front of us, there's another Star of David, like in the display that we see in front of us. And we're going to call these letters, invoke these letters. And if you don't know the letters, just look at them and scan them. First letter is called Samek. We put like a little flame on top of it. The second letter is Vav. We put a little flame on top. The third letter is Resh. We put a little flame on top of it. The fourth letter is Yud. Put a flame on top of it. The next letter is Aleph. We put 2 little flames on top of it. And the last letter is Lamed. And we put a flame on top of it. Suriel is lit. And from our sitting in our Star of David, and we have a Star of David there, we can try to interact with those letters and have a conversation. And the letters will communicate with us telepathically.
Os dejo en intimidad con Suriel. Que cada uno pregunte lo que quiera. Ahora podéis respirar 3 veces profundamente. Y abrir los ojos. Tengo mucha curiosidad. Si alguien quiere compartir su experiencia, yo encantado. Así que ya no soy solo yo que os cuenta secretos del cielo, ¿eh? Suriel os puede contar muchas cosas. Adelante.
Buenas tardes. Yo pregunté a Suriel Sarapani cómo influencia esta conferencia, esta edición de libros como el que usted ha editado, ¿no? Para que lo tengamos en casa, todos, cada uno de los que...
This book that everyone we have in our home,
Y me dijeron,
and they told me,
vosotros humanos, ¿conocéis
you guys know
electricidad?
what
Lo
electricity
conocéis
is.
muy poquito.
Electricity, you don't know, understand it very well.
Con
You
cosas muy básicas.
think very basic
Ahora
things like
empezáis
light
a
bulbs and things.
despertar, empezáis a ver
Now you guys are going to wake
paneles
up.
solares, esto que lo mueve el aire, en fin.
Now you're going to start
Pero
discovering
todo
the
eso es
power of
muy
electricity.
bajito.
But that's all very
Hay
small or
luz,
very
hay
little.
conocimientos
There's light,
muy
there's
superiores.
there's
¿Qué
knowledge,
pasaría
much greater
si
knowledge.
ahora de pronto a la humanidad
The humanity,
gratuitamente
the humanity,
se le ofreciera una clase de electricidad que
electricity,
no solamente fuera gratuita, sino que encima tuviera muchas aportaciones benéficas para el ser humano? Nos apuntaríamos todos. Pues me ha comentado que esa luz
that
somos
light,
nosotros, pero no sabemos verlo. Que se nos va a quitar el barro, la suciedad, lo que nos envuelve, y entonces como diamantes vamos a reflejar esa luz, pero por todas partes.
in all
Y
parts.
esa luz
That light
son
well
los
is going to
códigos
reflect in all
interiores,
parts.
que está dentro de nosotros. Que quiere
That light
salir
is
y que
within us.
no,
It's
con
inside of
las
us, and it wants to come out.
quitado,
This is what she
no
saw while
se
she was
han
meditating,
dejado
guys.
ver. Pero ahora sí, ahora vamos a brillar todos,
Now we're going
cada uno
to-
de los humanos que estamos
all the
aquí,
human
que
beings
están
were going
fuera
to admit
también,
light
gracias a la
and
luz
shine.
cuántica que se va a dar gracias a estos secretos. Gracias.
Thanks to these secrets or meditations.
¿Quiere revelarnos su meditación?
Esto no sé si es un secreto, pero yo he recibido,
Separa el micro poco.
he recibido el mensaje de Dios que te dé la enhorabuena por la conferencia.
Ah, muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
Gracias. Yo no sé por qué, de pronto porque vengo desde Israel y siento que me revela un secreto, pedí que me revelara el secreto, por qué a Israel lo cuida tanto Kadosh Baruj Hu, y sentí una sensación como de energía fuerte, que el que hable mal de Israel, o el que maldiga a Israel, o cualquier cosa que le pase al Estado, al pueblo de Israel,
They will go to Israel.
como que estamos bendecidos, algo así.
That we're blessed in the country of Israel.
Mi revelación que sentí, ¿no? Gracias.
Lo que yo he observado
What I have
en este
observed
Shabbat que hemos pasado
In this Shabbat that we were together,
Shabbat y otros que no,
another Shabbats that we haven't been in, have observed
muchos países representados,
as many countries represented here.
por lo que he podido ver, está
From what I can see, Peru,
estaba
Israel,
estaba
Panama,
estaba Canadá,
was Canada,
Estados Unidos,
was the US,
países sudamericanos,
South American countries,
Suecia.
Sweden.
Yo
Sweden.
lo que creo que cada uno vais a ir cargados de una luz y esa luz va a irradiar.
And I think each one of you will have energy within you, or there's light, God's light within you, and when you go back to your home, this light will radiate in one way or another.
Es como la parabólica. y os la
It's
digo.
kind of, in a way, it's kind of like a parabolic, satellite
Por
TV
eso
kind
quiero
of.
haceros
It'll be
meditar sobre el nombre
spreading
de
the light
Metatron
around.
para que conectéis con el alma del Mashiach.
So when you connect with the
De modo
Mashiach's
que cada uno de
soul,
vosotros seáis un poquito el Mashiach del país donde estáis.
so in a way, you'll be kind of like a representative of
Vamos a
Mashiach in the
ver
country that you
el
reside.
slide 91.
So you obtain some energy, and you'll be able to transmit that energy to your own country, your own
Y ahí
people.
aparece Metatron.
Metatron, yes.
Mem tet tet resh vav nun. Metatron. Vais a conectar con el alma del Mashiach en ese momento.
Okay.
Así que a ver qué os cuenta. Pies paralelos en el suelo.
Bueno.
Manos, palmas boca arriba al suelo.
Hands on top of your
Dices
thighs,
profundamente.
in the position like of a beggar. You're inside the Star of David, gold color. In front of you, there's a display of another star. Mem tet tet resh vav nun. And just talk and interact with the letters. with your eyes closed
Podéis preguntar, claro.
and ask questions. Hear what you hear.
Ahora respiramos 3 veces profundamente. ¿Quién quiere compartir su experiencia? Abrir los ojos ya.
You can open your eye. Take 3 breaths, and you can open your eyes.
Hola, maestro.
Hello, Master.
En la meditación,
Maestro.
pues no
In the
vi nada al
meditation,
principio, solo todo en blanco y
I saw only things in white,
como una luz incandescente,
something in the middle,
plateada, que abarcaba toda la tierra y a todos nosotros.
and I could see all of you and all the earth.
Salía, entraba. Luego cuando sonó el shofar,
Then when the shofar was blown,
la tierra desde arriba,
the earth from above,
abajo, todo calmado y era como que estaba.
everything above and below were calm,
Y vi los ángeles,
and I saw some angels, too,
tirando una sábana plateada,
with a silver sheet,
pero desde adentro.
but from inside.
Sabéis que el color plateado es dinero, ¿eh?
Silver, you know, is money, eh?
Nos has llenado de abundancia. ¿Más?
Something more?
Hola. Quiero comentar la meditación anterior.
Ah, sí.
Y esta sí puedo también un poquito, porque es cortita. En la otra meditación he preguntado si podía ver lo que es el rostro del Mesías. Y me lo han mostrado con barba marrón, el pelo marrón castaño, Lo he visto muy claro, la verdad, porque he hecho meditaciones otras veces con YouTube y no he visto una gran cosa, pero hoy lo he visto claro. Tenía como un batín blanco con bandera y había una bandera que era la bandera de Israel, que la veía más pronunciada, y otra bandera que parecía la bandera de Alemania.
I saw the flag of Germany
Los colores de Alemania parecían.
and the flag.
Y también he querido preguntar por
I wanted to ask you,
la mujer del Mesías,
the woman in the dress that I saw in the meditation,
y también me la ha mostrado con el pelo castaño.
she had light brown hair. As Mashiach came down in my meditation, and went in a circle, in the woman of the Mashiach, the explanation I had, the last meditation, the second, I saw but why they hadn't announced themselves, because they answered, because in desert, because you're like in a desert storm, because they still don't have all the knowledge that they need to announce themselves, the Mashiach and his wife, I guess. Thanks.
No me puedo creer que no haya ahí. Yo creo que os da vergüenza hablar, ¿eh? Estoy seguro que habéis visto, ¿eh? Estoy seguro. Hay que compartir, ¿eh?
Share. It's too much ego if you don't share.
Buenos días, maestro. Bueno, en esta meditación al principio veía todo el ego, estaba como completely bloqueado, por decirlo de alguna forma. Y de repente vi el mar como en calma, pero
I saw like a calm motion,
como mucho temor alrededor de esa calma que se
but around that calm motion there was a lot of fear.
Esa tensa calma, como se suele decir, no sé qué pueda significar eso.
Buenos días, maestro. Yo vi una cantidad de agua
I saw a bunch of water
sobre nosotros,
on top of it, over us,
cantidad de agua cristalina,
crystal clear water, and the pearls of the dew of the morning. And I saw, to study Kabbalah, I saw how the clock of the world stopped because of studying Kabbalah on the surface of the earth. I thought about my country of origin. I'm from Ukraine. We don't talk much about the political situation we're living and experiencing in Ukraine. My heart, my desire is that Ukraine will have peace is huge. That my desire that Ukraine will have and experience peace. There's a lot of good people in Ukraine, and it's not good that they suffer. Thank you very much.
Vamos a hacer una tercera y última meditación y luego procederé a una bendición de los pies. Pasamos al slide 86.
We're going to slide 86.
Esta meditación se pronuncia Rahash Tamif.
Rahash Tamif.
Y tiene el poder de
It has the power to eliminate all the negativity of the cosmos and from our life.
Es tremendamente poderosa.
It's extremely powerful para que so the negative forces leave you in peace.
Sosegada, un poco de paz interior. Así que pies paralelos en el suelo, manos, palmas, boca arriba.
Hands on the floor, hands up, palms up like a pace of a beggar. We're sitting inside a Star David of the color of gold. There's a display of a Star David in front of us, as we see on the screen, and we're going to call the letters. We'll conjugate it. Resh, Het, and we light it. Shin, and we light it. Taf, and we illuminate, and we light it. Taf, and we light it. And Mem, we light it. The letter Yud, and we light it. And the letter Pei, we light it. We unite. We have lit the word Rahash Tamif.
Y ahora entramos en contacto con estas letras para un intercambio telepático.
We have an telepathic conversation.
Nuestro escudo para tener paz interior.
So this is our like shield to have interior peace against any kind of negativity that wants to attack us or penetrate us. Won't be able to with this shield.
Tenéis libre conversación con Rahash Tamif.
And you can have free dialogue with Rahash Tamif.
Ahora respiramos 3 veces profundamente. Y abrimos los ojos. Bien, ¿quién quiere compartir?
Buenos días.
And good afternoon.
Yo nunca he hecho una meditación.
I did the meditation.
Cuando he hecho la meditación,
When I did the meditation, I saw it was a blue. I saw the star and it was blue. And what does that mean? Blue. And I asked, how can I be better with myself? I saw a lot of flowers. And I don't know what it means, all these flowers that I saw. Someone more? I received the message that this game is already won. that the game is already won. No penalties, no nothing. We've won.
¿Alguien más? Aquí adelante hay alguien que ha levantado la mano.
Buenas tardes. Me han hecho ver, me han puesto el ejemplo de mi hija, porque yo he pedido por mi hija, porque las compañías que está escogiendo no son agradables. Y a mí misma está, bueno, pues eso. Y me ha puesto esta meditación en mente y en corazón que los humanos, nosotros, entendemos el amor cuando sentimos a nuestros hijos, pero que somos una raza, la raza humana.
We are the human race.
Cuando estas energías,
When these energies awaken, this is when we're going to really know children is an essence, is a reflection of love. But what is real love is love towards all humans. And that is within us by having the soul of, or the spark of the soul of Mashiach within us. I need to remind you from many years ago, the way to love all human beings is to see the spark of Mashiach that's inside each and every one of us. Actually, you don't love the person, you love the spark of life that's within the person, which is the same spark that gives you life. And that's what you identify in all other human beings. I'm going to answer one more question, and then we're going to give a general blessing to everyone in the room.
Quisiera hablar sobre mi experiencia en la primera meditación. Yo le pregunté a Suriel qué podríamos hacer para tener paz en nuestras vidas y en el mundo. Y simplemente me respondió que ya lo estamos haciendo. Claro que no como bien.
Y ya lo estamos haciendo.
Sí. Muy bien. Y en la última meditación,
in the last meditation,
eso tiene que ver con el telí.
I don't know, it has to do with the tefillin.
Yo vi un dragón.
I saw a dragon.
Encima de la tierra.
I saw a dragon on top of. And he didn't think he didn't want things to go bad for the world.
Bien, voy a hacer una meditación colectiva ahora y os voy a enviar paz interior.
I'm going to send you interior peace. Everybody has a bit of suffering or anxiety within.
Bizehud Moshe Aaron Miriam Yevarecha Adonai Vishmerecha Yera Adonai Panav Elecha V'kuneka Yisa Adonai Panav Elecha V'sim Lecha Shalom Ani Sholeach Yigal Posek Lenachat Ruach Lekulam Amen Kir Ararita Akatiel Ya Vayoahat Sevaot. Y con estas palabras pues agradezco a todos los que han hecho grandes viajes para venir hasta aquí, agradezco vuestra presencia y os quiero mucho a todos, eso es una realidad. Podéis luego ya tomar número para las consultas personales y aquí acaba la conferencia. Gracias.